Morning, everyone. It's so we're sitting on 8:30 here on Monday morning. What I'm going to do today is just show you what I go through each Monday morning to pack and get ready orders from the weekend. All right, so I'm going to do a no cut, no edit video. I'm just going to take you right through it. So I don't know how long this video is going to take because I don't even know how many things have sold. On the weekends, I don't work weekends at all. Okay, and I only do eBay 2 days a week. That's where I'm comfortable with. It makes me a bit of pocket money. And as most of you know, I'm still getting over my big surgery I had earlier this year. So I'm technically not supposed to work at all. So don't tell my doctor that I'm actually doing something because he may rouse at me. But anyway, like I said, no edit, no cuts. I'm just going to go straight through it. I'll show you what I do first on the computer each Monday morning. So I don't check the phone or the computers at all on weekends. I give my eyes a rest, and it helps my mental health too, not dealing with emails and Facebook messages. Okay, so what I'll do today is I'll just show you exactly what I do. All right, I'll just keep the thing running. If I don't talk, don't mind me. What I might do is I'll do a few time lapses through certain parts that are just really boring ass. Okay, so all I've done this morning before hitting record on this video is I've turned the computers on. Okay, so first thing I'll do is literally go onto eBay and see what's sold. So we go from we can go into custom here and just see which orders are the weekends, because the orders from last week, they were all packed on Friday. All right, so I've only got from Friday afternoon to right now to Monday morning at 8:30. So we'll see what's sold here. We'll go there to today. All right, so it's telling me we've sold 16 things. A total of $1,346.19. Okay, so I'll just literally scroll down them, have a look what's here. Okay, so we've sold a Lego, we've sold an action figure, we've sold some DVDs, we've sold some collector cards as well, some PSAs. That's nice. A few more Lego sets, a couple of pop vinyl. 3 pop vinyls this weekend. That's good. And some Star Trek figures, some Nintendo games we've sold. Another pop vinyl and some more Nintendo games and more Lego sets. Okay, so looks like pretty much we're looking at we've got a bit of a mixture this weekend. All right. So at that amount of money, that's a pretty good weekend. Usually, I'd say I work on about $1,000 a week selling on eBay, and then that gives me. Look, I'm out looking for this stuff. I try to double my money on everything. And then you take your eBay fees out, which is not 9% for me because I'm on a store. And I've been on it for a while, so they give me a bit of a discount. Usually I think eBay's hitting around the 10 to 14% if you're just starting up. All right. So let's just see this month so far we're on $3,736.40. So working on my 50% profit, we're looking at I've made about $1,800 for me, so pocket money, all right. But out of that $1,800, I have to buy, say, packaging material, tapes and boxes, and that's pretty much it. I bet a petrol to take the stuff to the post office. and obviously postage as well. So you lose about probably 10% in your postage, um, and postage costs, as postage isn't cheap. The the customers usually pay for postage. Some things I I list for free postage, but they're expensive things. Anything usually over $60, especially anything over $100, I usually put free postage on. But of course, it's usually incorporated into the price somehow. With listing my stuff on eBay, I try to I look up sold listings, and then I look up what you can buy it for now, and I try to be the cheapest. So when you look on eBay for something, things will always come up and it'll say great price. I'm sure many of you have seen that, great price. I try to hit that every time. Because I want to sell stuff. Obviously, I want to do decent deals for people as well. And then you can also send me a offer. If I can accept that offer, I will. If I can't, I'll just get back to you and do a counter offer. So, all right, that's all part of that. Now we're going back to the custom. So we know what we're hang on. It's taken me back to the whole year. Right. So we're on our 16 things now we've got to pack. Okay, so I know I can pack a 10 things in about usually half an hour to an hour. So we might be here for a while, but I'll do time lapses as we're going. What I've got to do now is go through and actually print labels for all these 16 orders. Now what I'll do is I'll go through and have a look and go figure out what sizes everything's got to be done. I'm pretty experienced with this, so I can just look at orders and go, oh, I know that's a 500 gram thing. I know that that's going to be a kilo. I know that that's going to go in an extra large packing box. Otherwise, I'd probably go and weigh everything. But it's just from selling a lot on eBay, I kind of know what things weigh now and what boxes I'm going to be using. So I can pretty much sit here and I can pretty much pack all these orders. There's one order here that I wouldn't mind weighing just to see if it's going to go under a kilo or over a kilo. So I'll go and do that right now. Okay, so that order actually comes in over a kilo, and it's too big to put in a large size box. So it's going to have to go in an extra large box, and somewhat that sucks because extra large boxes cost me $5, and then they cost between $19 and $25 to post. All right, the order is $160. I've made so you got 50 that cost me, and that one cost me 30, so $80. So we're exactly on the 50% profit again. But then I'm going to have to, out of my 50% profit, I'm going to have to take out the 20 or $25 in shipping and postage fees. So it's putting my, at $160 now, I'm only making say $50 profit, but $50 is $50. I mean, you know, you don't sneeze at any profit. As long as you're making profit, it's all right. Even if you make $10, it's still profit, right? You just don't want to be going backwards. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to print all these things out now. This is going to take a while, so I may just, like, this is going to take a long time. So look, I'll keep the video running, and then I'll just time lapse it to the end, to when we get to the packing part. All right, but I'll let you know how long it took, and we'll go from there. So I use Australia Post package system. I've got an account. So what I can do is I can import all my eBay sales into that system, into the Australia Post system. Okay, which I'm doing now. So it just imports all my orders, and then I can just go in and edit each order. So I'll do one and just show you like exactly how long each one takes. Now what you do in the beginning, if you haven't done this before, is you'd be out there weighing everything and seeing how you're going to pack it, what size the box is going to be. But I just know that this particular item is going to be under 500 grams. It's going in a 24 by 19 by 12 box. Okay, it asks you for all that in here. It's coming up, it's going to be $8.90 to post. It would have been $10.60. That's the going rate for under 500 gram postage, but I get a discount because I'm a regular customer. I've got an account, so you can set up an account really easily, and the more you put onto it each month, you get more discounts at the end. And it goes, you got band. So I'm on band 3 discount. It goes band 1, band 2, band 3, band 4. I don't think there's a band 5. I think band 4 is the best. So I'm on 3, which is pretty good. And it gives you a discount. Like I got a $1.70 discount on that. So the customers paid me $10.60 because I only charge proper shipping amounts. But I don't know until I go and do all this how much discount Australia Post is actually going to give me, because it goes on zones as well. All right, so that's all right. I'll do that, hit that, activate. So I've saved it. Now that's in the system. It's ready to be printed out later. So there you go. What did that take me? A minute, maybe 2 minutes of talking. All right, so we'll do another one. And once you get your head into it, you can, and you know what you're doing, and you've done like 3,000 of these things, you can pretty much just pump them out pretty quick. So it's not rocket science, guys, but it's just a matter of getting your head around. So this one's cost me $14 to post, this one. We got one here that has to be combined because the customer bought 2 VHS tapes. So I've combined those, and now we'll just do the actual label. And I know that now they were if he's bought 1, I know it's a 500 gram, but he's bought 2, so I know it's going to be under a kilo. So I've got to put that in as a kilo. And that one's cost me $12.18. Now we got the Topps trading cards. These are PSAs. Now, if I sell a trading card, I'd usually put it in an envelope because they're really flat. You can go up to 2 centimeters in an envelope. I'll just show you. They look like this. There's your envelopes. All right, and then you can buy those in bulk at Australia Post. They give you a 5% discount if you buy a whole bag full. All right. So usually I put 1 card in there. These are PSAs, and he's bought 2, so he's up in $100. I'm going to actually put it in a proper box, and that's purely for my satisfaction, that I want to know that these things get there safely and they don't arrive cracked. And yeah, I just don't like putting expensive things in an envelope. All right. So we're going to combine those 2. Okay, for some reason we've got two pops there the same that have sold. So let's just check that. Okay, so one customer's actually bought 2 of the same product. That's fine. So we combine those. But what's happened is she's paid for both of them separately, meaning she's paid $10.60 twice. But it's only going to cost me, well, I'll tell you what it'll cost me. So it's cost me $14.50 to send them. She's paid $10.60 twice. So I'm going to refund her $5 on that. Now, I don't have to do that. And if I didn't, they probably wouldn't even say anything. But it's me being me. My policy is you pay the postage. I don't make profit on postage. I make profit on my items. Okay. So I'll message her saying you've paid too much postage. I've refunded you. And then I'll also then go into the system and actually refund the lady. And when I do that, I always get a message back saying thanks very much. Yeah, that's great service. And then also when she gets the item, she'll leave me a great feedback. So it's all part of customer service. Now this particular one I'm doing here, it could have gone in one of those envelopes I talked about, but it's a $130 game. I don't feel safe personally putting that in an envelope. You can. Many people would, but I take pride in what I'm shipping out and how I'm packing it. And I want to make sure that game's safe. And the last one I've got is a DS3 game, a 3DS game. That one can go in an envelope. So what I do is I find it here, view order details, and we're going to put that in one of these envelopes that I told you about. Okay. So I've sent plenty of these games in these envelopes. Never had a problem. So they do work. They're actually tracked as well, and they can go up to 2 centimeters. They're the ones you want. Don't get the ones under it, because the ones under it actually say over here that it can only be letters. Sure that one doesn't? No. You can put anything in these as long as it's 2 centimeters. Okay. So I just fill that in. Now, before I got that Australia Post system going, I had to do this with every parcel. Now, that Australia Post thing, that's only been going, probably I've been only doing that for 3 or 4 years. So before that, I used to have to write on every box, and that was really time consuming. So you can see just how long this one's taking. Okay, so that's easy. Take that off there. Then I put the number in, the tracking number. And it's going Australia Post, save and continue. So that's done. So now I've just got to put the product in there. I'll rip that off. That's my section. All right, so that's done. Now, we've actually done all the parcels now. I've got them all ready there. Okay, so now I pay and print. So this orders here has come $120.54. So that comes out of my profit. So what did I say? I made 1,600. We were at 800 profit. We've got $120. So now we're down to what, 680 profit. And then taking into account maybe $10 petrol, so down to 670, and we've got packaging in there, maybe another 10-20 bucks. So let's say 650 we made over the weekend. But that's pure profit for me. Okay, that's a nice little bit of pocket money. All right. Now we pay for that. Now when I go to pay for that, it just goes on my account. I actually pay it at the end of each month. You can pay immediately if you want. I put the money away anyway. So what I'll do now is from here, well, hang on, why don't we just pay for this and then I'll show you what I do. Okay, print shipping labels. Now they've gone to the computer. The computer's in another part of my house. But print, they're gone. All right, so now in that time while that's printing, I'm going to go to my bank and I'm going to move that $120 from my bank that the eBay money goes into. Okay. And that's purely because that will move that into my account, which I have just for my Australia Post account. Then at the end of the month, so $121 I'm going to put over. Then at the end of the month, when I get my bill from Australia Post, the money's there. Make sure you do this, guys, because you'll stuff yourselves up. You'll get your bill and it'll be $480. And you'll go, shit, where am I getting my $480? Because I didn't put the money away. And I went out and bought a new flat screen TV because I made $1,600, and you didn't put your money over. Now, also what I'll do is, because we made $1,600, I'll go to orders and check it, and then I'll actually put over the half, the 50%, into another account which is strictly for buying. So I keep everything separate. What have we got here now? Now we've got an error. Oh dear. I think the internet's playing up a bit, guys. It's like being on live TV, isn't it? Okay. So now what I'd usually do is go through and add up everything. And because some things I wouldn't have paid half for, like this Superman figure I've sold, I got $45 for it plus $10 postage. So I'm not in it for the $10 postage. That's good. The customer actually paid for that. $44 I got for the Superman figure. But I know I paid $15 for that Superman figure. So I've made a profit of $30 on that, which is good. So I don't have to take the half out. I don't have to take $22 out. I only have to take $15 out. So what I'd do is I'd go through and work out what I'd actually made, and then go back into my bank account and then put that money over, and then that's my buying money later on. But just for the purpose of this video, let's just go in and move the whole what did we say we're on? 800 because we made 1,600, so I try and work on a 50% profit. So let's just move 800 over into the account that I can buy new stuff with, just for kicks and giggles, so I don't have to go through and add up everything. So we'll do that. Okay. All right, so that's done. So now I know that in my buying account, I've got an extra $800 for if I find something, wherever I find stuff. You can watch my other videos, guys, and see where I am. I go to toy fairs I go to garage sales, and I do buy stuff off eBay myself, actually. Sometimes you can find a bargain every now and again on eBay. There's Facebook Marketplace as well. You can buy stuff. Uh, there's also, I'm also get emails and messages through, and phone. Oh, excuse me. Oh, phone calls asking if I buy collections, and that's where you'll make your money, guys. If you buy full collections, it really bumps your profit margin up if you can buy bulk, because there's certain things in there that, like that Superman figure, I bought a big amount of Superman stuff, so it made my profit margin more like 80% rather than the 50%. The only problem with buying bulk is you obviously have to have the funds. All right, so you want to, if someone rings you and say, "Hey man, I've got a collection. Do you want to come and have a look?" You want to feel them out and go, right. Well, have you got $2,000 worth there, or am I bringing $8,000 with me? That to do that sort of thing, you've really got to be putting that money away when you sell stuff on your eBay account, putting that money away and building your wealth. All right, so you've got to get the cash up there, because you don't want to be you don't want to be walking into someone's collection and they go, "Oh man, I really want $8,000 for it," and you've got $300 in your pocket and you have to walk away, especially if they actually want to sell the entire collection. All right, guys. So from here, we're going to move to the other room. I'll stop the video and I'll pick up this computer and go into there, because now we've got to pick everything. And we're at 9:30 now, so we've been sitting here an hour already doing this. So, it's getting up there already. All right, let's go and do that.